10 years ago, when I began to have the visions, the street signs were larger, almost like they were talking to me. They wanted to tell me something. I didn't know what to do. The doctors say, don't do this and don't do that, and you shouldn't be doing the videos, and why are you doing this, and it's this, and my friends, and they're all telling you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. I admitted myself into the hospital. They gave me lithium carbide. They gave me Seroquel. After 250 or 300 grams, they sent me home. 2.5, 3 weeks later, everything was fine. I went to visit a clinic in the city. I wanted to see if it was actually true what was going on. I wanted to know the reality. All they said is you're sick, you're bipolar, it's for life. You have ADHD. You can't control yourself. Can't control myself. I believe I have great patience. From that day on, they brought me up to 800 Seroquel. And all of a sudden, I started to get depressed. You can't leave the hospital, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. And the more they tried to control me, the more depressed I felt, losing my life because others had their own presumption that there's a lot of people that take their lives when they get sick, okay? They're scared for that, but they don't think of all the chemicals and all the foods and the fast cars and the cigarettes and the alcohol, but because you're sick, they think they're actually going to make a difference. You can't control the world. Just like, okay, put the cars down to 100 kilometers an hour. No one should go faster than that. Put a breathalyzer in all the cars so no one can get in drunk. Why take a person in the hospital and feed him this stuff? Because it's a practice. It's a general practitioner. The psychiatry is a psychiatric practice. They read books based on what everybody else sees and based on results from certain people, but not everybody was made alike. So as I'm starting to leave the hospital, and it's not doctors who watch you, it's nurses, and all they do is write it down, I started to get depressed. I would wake up in the middle of the night, not knowing where I was. I was completely lost in my head, and I shouldn't have been lost in the head because they told me you can never wake up in the middle of the night. Once you finish your sleep in the middle of the night, you'll sleep and you'll get up in the morning. But in 10 years, I'm waking up 3, 4, 5 times every single night. Over 20,000 times I've awakened. I have not slept one night from the beginning to the end. What I would like to know is serotonin and melatonin. When I take serotonin at night, my sleep is 10 times better. So I have to look a little bit up on this. Neem oil. I have neem oil, but it's for gnats and spider mites. I need to know a little bit more about that. I'm going to look up this gentleman. I think it's a gentleman on YouTube. It's hard to know who's female and male. Told me about a little bit of a diet that this person is taking. And I like that, and I'm always willing to try something different because right now, anyways, let's just leave it at that and keep it a short video. And I like to look around. I sort of, I got rid of the white in the house, and I look at things and I read things off the wall. And that's what I like. I just like the way it is. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Here's looking at you.